Hello, I am Emily, and this is my channel. Um, Welcome to Energy Waves. It is a nice little channel about quite a few different things, actually. So I'll just begin by telling you a little bit about myself, and then we'll go into what's going to happen with this channel so that not everybody's left in the dark. So again, my name is Emily, and I live in North Pole, Alaska, which is about 20 minutes from Fairbanks and about 6 hours from Anchorage. I moved up here about 6 going on 7 years ago, and it's just been a real adventure being up here. I've lived in Alaska for over 30 years. My family and I moved up from South Dakota in the 80s and bought a lodge, actually traded half of a farm and acreage for a lodge in about 32 miles outside of Glen Ellen. And it's been a real trip. we had a little farm, about 40 acres down in nowhere, South Dakota, I guess, and it was really neat. You know, we grew up with horses and cows, and we had a few buffalo, and it was just, I don't know, just a good country girl life, you know. And then we moved up to Glen Ellen, and actually more along the lines of Mandelton area. If anybody up here knows where that is, then that's where I was located there. And we traded all of that in for caribou, moose, and bears. So that was a lot of fun. My entire family is made up of pilots. My brother is a pilot for Northern Air Cargo. He's a captain there and owns his own flight school, and he has a flight seeing place there, and kind of runs his own little daredevilish kind of business as well, included in all that flying. So he's kind of taking after my dad. My dad was he was an aerial spray pilot down in South Dakota, and when we moved up here, he became a bush pilot. And the adrenaline junkies pretty much followed through the family after that. So we didn't stand a chance. So my sister, she owns a plane. She's a pilot. I'm a pilot. I, however, do not have my own plane. I don't really need my own plane because we have a couple of them within the family. So growing up, we've always had airplanes in the backyard. So it was always adventurous around our neck of the woods, I'll say that. So I've been up here again about 6 years, going on 7, and I moved up here from Wasilla, Willow area, and moved up to kind of a military town. We have a couple of really big bases here, Eielson Air Force Base and Fort Wainwright. So we deal with a lot of military, you know, individuals coming in and out of the state all the time when they're leaving or PCSing or coming in from Iraq or wherever they've been coming in from. They are constantly going in and out from here, so it's a very busy town. So my sister and I run a studio together. It is my part of it is A Touch of Excellence Therapeutic Massage or Healing Studio, and my sister's is Jace Healing Services. She actually has a brainchild of a business. It's called Jace Transports. We do run a couple of businesses together, although they are her brainchild. Totally hers. Like, came from her brain. She's totally amazing. So Jace Transports, we transport kiddos that are within state care in and out of the state of Alaska to the lower 48 or down from the lower 48 back up. So a lot of our transports go anywhere between here and anywhere from, let's see, Anchorage. We pick up kiddos from there, and we go down to anywhere in the United States. We've been everywhere from, let's see, Minnesota to Utah to Iowa, Idaho, I believe there was a Kansas and Texas in there somewhere. So we've got quite the couple of businesses going on. The next part of that for her is she does the healing services, which is a part of our studio specifically, and excuse me, we so we it's a massage studio, so we do a lot of healthful stuff there. We do a lot of energy based modalities there. We do everything from Reiki healing to chakra balancing to I'm a crystal healer. My sister does Kanzawan therapy. She does EMDR and EFT. And what else does she do? Oh my gosh, the list goes on. We've got so many things that we do. And then the Body Works, we do Swedish massage, we do Lomi Lomi, and we also do spa treatments, and it's just fun. Like we have such a great time, and we work a lot together. So a lot of our like our couples massages or our any of our sessions, really, we actually can combine them. And like I will do the body work, and she'll do a chakra balancing or Reiki healing on that client as well. So we have a lot of fun together. We're totally sisters in healing. It's just been great. It's been great. Living up here in a military town, we are constantly talking with individuals within and without of the military. So we do, anything from couples massages to, just sometimes just listening. It's been really fascinating working on a lot of these military, just in what they have to share, their stories, their trials and tribulations, some of the things that we can help them through, as far as, energy healings. And it's really fascinating how much these individuals have their eyes opened, like working on them, and then all of a sudden, afterwards they're just like, oh my gosh, I actually slept last night. I didn't have to take something to help me sleep. I was able to have a communication session with my wife or my husband, and we didn't argue. It's little things and big things. It's been really great working with a lot of the military, because of all of their trials that they come back with. They don't offer a great base for helping these individuals be able to get through a lot of what they come back with. Everything from PTSD to the medications that they have to be on just to help them power through. And I absolutely love our military. I think that they're absolutely needed. I am a big fan of their power and their strength, even as individuals. Being able to talk to them about what they've had to go through, everything from basic training all the way through, is just some of the stories. They just blow me away. So it's a very powerful impact in our world up here, getting to be around the military bases. So what I do a lot of things personally. I'm an artist. I'm not a very great one, but I have had some really great opportunities to work with paid clients for pieces of art, and I am also a writer. I have upwards of 5 projects in the hopper right now. Luckily, we have a future producer coming to light in the family, and he's going to be graduating from college here soon. That is my nephew Braden. Love you, Braden. So super proud of you. We have a lot of nieces and nephews and grandkids in this family, and we're a huge family, very huge family. Upwards of 20 people, I think, roughly all together. I think I've lost count. But the majority of them actually live here in Alaska with us, and then the rest of them are down in Minnesota. So, except for Braden, he's way over on the East Coast. Anyway, so we have a lot of very interesting and fascinating situations in this family. My my mom and her jack of all trades, I can't even express to you how grateful I am for all of the skills that she has passed on to me and my siblings. We are very good at the things that we can do. We know a lot about a lot of things, but not everything about a lot of things. So we can do a lot as individuals. It's pretty crazy the skills that we have. I'm also a photographer. My dad being a pilot, he really enforced our endless boundaries of freedom. It's really been a very big impact on my entire family's lives. So a lot of us have really followed in those footsteps. We can do a lot. We do everything together. We do, you know, we're a very solid family. It's amazing all the things that we've been through, and we're able to all stick together like we have. So we like to share a lot of that with our friends and our families outside of our actual solid family. We actually consider all of our friends to be family. We travel a lot. We go places that not a lot of people get to go because of our modes of transportation per se. I love fishing. I'm kind of a hunter, but I haven't done any hunting in many years. I'm more of a fisherman these days. I absolutely love fishing, so it really makes it easy to be able to get, you know, back and forth to a lot of these places with our airplanes. So not that I'm bragging, but just like anybody that's grown up with certain objects in their lives, like a family that four wheels all the time, or a family that hikes all the time, or a family that snow machines every winter, you know, ours just happens to be airplanes, and in Alaska that all goes hand in hand. So so eventually I'd like to be able to share a lot of fun stories on this site about growing up, and my sister and I, we kind of get off on tangents when we're talking together and become very comedic, and we've been told many times that we should try taking it on the road, but you know, who knows what's going to happen. We'll probably just start here. So every now and then we'll probably get some really good stories on film for you. So back to our studio and about this channel. It's mostly consisting of just our trials and tribulations throughout our lives on a day-to-day basis. Some of the things that we encounter, some of the things that we're coming through, some of the things that we really feel can be beneficial to somebody, or things that we just want to share. So it's kind of an all-encompassing, just about us kind of thing. And so I guess we'll just kind of work through that little bits by little bits. So like I said, I am a crystal healer, and I have really started delving into this modality. It's been so thought-provoking and mind-blowing. It's just been unbelievable for me. I had surgery back in July, and ever since then, it's really thrown me for a loop as far as what I'm capable of and what I can do to help others. And everything's just really changed. It's been a very big whirlwind for me since July. So a lot of very prosperous opportunities have come into my life since I started all of this, and I can't wait to share those with you. So I will occasionally probably put together, most likely, I will put together a few clips or small videos for crystals that I am coming to delve into and to understand their properties and their functions as far as energy goes, and so I'll just occasionally just, you know, keep putting videos out there. There is a ton of information out there on crystals, and you know, I don't think that anybody is better than anybody else. However, I do have a couple favorites. Judy Hall is a serious avid and advocator for crystal use. She has a multitude of published books on the subject, so I will use a lot of her references and a lot of her books. I'll show you along the way. And then another one that I just recently fell in love with, Hibiscus Moon. She has got some really fascinating scientific-based information that she puts out there, and I really appreciate that part about her. She is a very educated person who has learned how to pull the scientific background into the matter, and it's really a great hand-in-hand feature. So I'm going to probably deal with a lot of their information as well as the internet, and I'll just put some stuff together, and so then each crystal that I introduce, I will tell you about it and its life path correlation, and not so much its chemical makeup, but its energy properties and what it helps guard against or heal with. And that will be really fun. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, please let me know if there's a stone that you want me to really kind of buckle down on. Or if there's something I say or do that is, you want me to expound on or anything like that, please let me know. This is for people that are open-minded and people that really want to know about just the fun side of this stuff and what it's about and how you can better your world and your life and yourself with these crystals and what they can help do for you. So if you're interested, subscribe. If you want to hear more about Alaska life, let me know. I'm chock full of stories. My dad is actually working on his memoirs, if you will, and it's a wonder this man has not kicked the bucket over all of these stories. I've been helping him write them, and it's just a wonder he's still alive. I don't know how you did it, Dad. Don't know how you did it. That makes us the daredevils we are today. So we like fast cars, fast bikes, fast planes, low flight, no flight, rock climbing, you name it. We're the epitome of crazy family. So and so these crystals just really help center me and guide me in the directions that I need to go and help me focus. And that's exactly what they do. They help you focus, they help focus energy, and they help bring about the things that you really want most in your life, your ambitions and your wishes and your thoughts and your dreams. It helps focus all of that and bring it into fruition for you. And I will help show you how. Like I said, there's a lot of information out there. Please, please, please feel free to do whatever you want to do as far as research. If I say something that somebody doesn't agree with as far as a crystal's usage or something like that, let me know. Let me know. There might be something that I did not pick up on or that I didn't hear and I didn't read. So by all means, fill me in. Let me know. I want to know the links. I want to know, the pages. I want to know the books that you're reading. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to hear it all. So anyway, I think that's it for today. I'm going to let you go now, and I hope this has given you kind of a fun insight into where this is going, and I can't wait to share more stories and more crystals and more healing with you. So I love you, my lovelies, and I look forward to seeing you next time.